So I fish a lot offshore lately, and I've been fishing a lot of brush piles, and one of the biggest things involved when it comes to offshore fishing is really seeing the fish and then catching them, and that's really what keeps you going. It's not so much, you know, probing areas and that. It's really the way I like to do it is I like to see them and catch them. So I got a new little product that I'm going to try. I got this way that I figured out how to rig it up. It's called the Deeper, and it's a sonar module that floats. And I got some brush piles coming up right here, and what I'm going to do is I rigged up this kind of cool rig where I can clip this sonar module to one of my marker buoys and set it over the brush pile, back off the brush pile and fish it, and have a real-time image of what the fish are doing. Are they still there? Are they moving around? Did a bigger fish move up? So we're going to give it a try. This is my first time trying it out, but I think it's going to be a great tool for doing some of this offshore stuff when it comes to brush and isolated kind of structure fishing offshore. So this is my Deeper. This is the holding site for it, and this is Deeper. Basically, it's a waterproof house transducer, and what I'm going to do with it is it allows me to use my phone using the Bluetooth connection to basically see it when it's off the boat and I'm away from it. So what I did, like I said, I'm fishing brush piles. I want to know what's going on when I'm off the brush pile and my regular sonar can't scan it. So I rigged up this buoy, and I took an eye screw and a little piece of 30-pound mono with some clips on it. And the Deeper has these ringlets that you can choose, either one on the top or one on the side. In this situation, I'm going to use the one on the side because I want it to drift just a little bit off the buoy in order to scan. And I'm going to use my clip, and I'm just going to put the clip on there, close the clip, and I'm going to go find my brush pile, drop it right next to it, and I'm going to get a real-time picture of what's happening on that pile as I'm fishing it. So this should be pretty cool. Let's see how it works. Alright, so I'm coming up to my brush pile, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop the buoy down there, and then I'm going to come back. As soon as my buoy's down, I'm going to go ahead and clip my Deeper using the clipping mechanism that I showed you, the side of the buoy, and it's going to give me a real-time image of what's happening on that brush pile at that very moment. So we're going to pull up and do it just kind of like we normally do it, and put the buoy right next to the brush pile so we got a good idea of where it is. Here it's coming up right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a buoy on it and get it lined up and hook the Deeper up to it. So I got Deeper connected out here, and I've connected it on my phone. And basically, Deeper connects via Bluetooth, and it creates a connection or a network with the module or with the transducer, and then it gives you a real-time scan of what's happening over there. You can see there's a couple fish moving around down in about 15 foot or so, and basically I'm not on top of it, so I can't exactly see what's going on my regular graph, but this gives me an idea that there's definitely some activity down there, and there's definitely something going on. So I definitely want to pick up a rod and start fishing. So let's see what happens. I saw her before I caught her, baby. Come here. Come here, come here. Using the Deeper, fishing in real time, watching my pile, seeing what's going on, being aware of what's going on, and catching chunks, baby. I like it. Let's let her go quick. So that's the Deeper, guys. What's great about it is it's so simple to use, and there's a lot of creative options that you can implement using it. Just like I took it and put it next to these brush piles to see when I'm starting to waste my time, when the fish kind of dissipate, and that it gives me a real-time vision of what I'm actually fishing. And it's so easy because I got my phone, I have it with me all the time. All I got to do is connect using Bluetooth, connect to the transducer, and I can see what's going on. You know, there's a lot of creative ways to use it. I think it's a newer product, so we're just scratching the surface of what you can do with it. But when it comes to saltwater fishing, if you're chumming offshore and you need something over that chum cloud that you're creating, I mean, if you're on the bank and you just want to see what you're actually fishing for a change and you want to cast it out there on a spare rod, you know, its mobility is its power. It can go anywhere. It can go places where you can't be or your boat can be, and that really empowers you to see what's going on underwater, and it's going to catch you some more fish. But give it a try. If you figure out some cool creative ways to use it, I'd love to hear about them, because I'd like to implement some new ways to use it since it is so small and easy to carry around. But check it out. It's the Deeper. All you need is your phone, the app, and one of these guys right here, and you can actually see what you're fishing. So it's pretty cool. Tight lines, guys.